Well, that was very quick. We are live instantly. All right, how's it going, you guys? It is Thursday, April 3rd, 2025, early in the afternoon, and we are playing the puzzles. As you can see, we're going to play our connections puzzle first. Good way to start off. And then the mini crossword of the day, du jour. And then we'll play the Wordle. Love that one. And of course, after that, we'll play Strands. Kind of a fun, almost like a word search. And then we will dive into Letterboxd. Nothing really out of the ordinary to tell you today. I don't really have any interesting stories. The student body officers are running for their respective places next year, so there's going to be a new, school class president and that kind of thing. One of the candidates is a really good photographer of mine. The other candidate is a very good family friend of mine, of my family, good family friend of my daughter's. So it's going to be interesting to see, who wins. I'll be happy either way. If I was, of course, not allowed to vote, but I had my vote in mind. Of course, I would vote for my family friend. She's awesome. She's so cool. Also, she would be, I think, the second ever female SBO president, which would be pretty remarkable, pretty cool. The kids that went on the choir tour just barely came back, and they're all zombies because they just came from like a 12-hour bus ride. They're wiped out. So yeah, nothing from me. I've got I had one kind of crazy idea today that maybe I'll enact over the break. We actually have a break starting Monday, so tomorrow is like the last day of official school, and the rest of it for a week is just going to be kind of relaxing finally. I've needed a good reset, and a good vacation. The car that I have that is sort of my project, I guess, my project car, partially mine, partially for my daughter learning how to drive, that sort of thing. There's a lot of reasons that we got this kind of second car that's a hoopty. I mean, it's just like it's older than my previous car, like my minivan, and like there's a lot of reasons you might say, well, of all cars, really. But I have found that I have done so much work on it myself. It's really neat that I've been able to do just so many things myself. It's very accessible. All the parts are right there. It's easy to get to. And I've been able to do basically my own work on this car. It's awesome. And sometime this break, I might even get the parts for it today. I don't know. I have to look at my calendar, my to-dos here at the house. But I'm going to buy what I need to bleed the brakes. That's what I need to do. There's old brake fluid that's, old. I'm talking 20-year-old brake fluid that needs to get flushed out. So we're going to bleed the brakes. And my kids are going to help me too. So maybe I'll make a video about that because it's kind of interesting. Step by step, how does that happen? So anyway, let's dive in the connections puzzle. Welcome in, you guys. All right. Create 4 groups of 4. Of course, we're playing the connections. And I'm looking at scanner, browser, poster, reader, notice, beach, register, folder, Sunday, bulletin, scale, tree, soda can, conveyor belt, keyboard, and announcement. Wow. Huh. These are all over the place, aren't they? So I see like poster, notice, announcement, maybe bulletin. Those feel like they go together. Okay, and the yellow category. Thank you for reminding me previously. Difficult puzzle today, but I'm going to crush it. Thank you. Thank you for your optimism, Callie. I appreciate that. And also thank you for setting me straight where I thought that, the color order was green and then yellow and then blue and purple. But sure enough, I honestly, I thought it was, it was April Fool's. I thought you were, trying to April Foolsing me, but no, sure enough, when you go to the how to play, there it says yellow's first and then green. I even talked to a couple of kids that play during my class, and I was like, hey, do you know that you have a Mandela effect? If you ever want to explain a Mandela effect to somebody, oh, yeah, no, I know everything. What are the color orders in connections? Well, the green first, and then the yellow, and then the blue, and then the purple. And I'm like, check again. they're like, what? No way. Like, you've opened many people's eyes. That's what I'm saying. Well, I saw a couple of things that we might have, like, on a computer, right? You might have a keyboard on a computer, a scanner plugged into a computer, maybe a browser. But a browser is like a software thing. These are hardware things. Keyboard and a folder. Folder is a software thing. It's on the screen. Like computer peripherals. A register, a scale. Conveyor belt. So when you're getting scanned at the grocery store, there's like a scanner, a register, conveyor belt, and a scale, right? Like if you're getting your groceries. Okay, wait, maybe we will do this in order. Seen at the grocery store. Yeah. Actually, 2 days ago, after we did my live stream, I went to the grocery store. I had a list. My wife gave me a list. And then, literally the second I came back, she's like, you didn't buy zucchini, did you? I was like, you could have told me while I was out. So then yesterday, I went back to the grocery store just for, well, there were a couple more things on the list for zucchini. And then we have this really awesome Asian market, really close, well, not really close, but fairly close to our house. And my wife has fallen in love with, let me see if I can remember the name, ochazuke, which is a rice dish. It's like basically rice soup, but instead of like chicken broth, the broth is green tea. And you think, oh, that's the weirdest combination. No, seriously, try it. It's so good. With like salmon on top or like shrimp on top. And then there's this like furikake that you put on top, this like sprinkle of stuff on top that gives it this really beautiful like umami, like savory flavor. And I got a 1-pack of it just to try this sprinkle stuff you put on top. And my wife loved it so much, she said, okay, you need to go back to the store and go get that. So we went to this, massive Asian market that's close to us. And I bought, I think, like 14 packets of it or something, just absurd. She was like, what if we need it on hand? So she had me just get this enormous amount. Yeah, I know, right? I tell too many supermarket checkout stories to not know the green category. I also just talk to people. Like, I just open my mouth and I'm willing to say hi to the lady that checks at the grocery store, or I'm willing to ask directions, or I'm willing to like just have normal human conversations. It's not something that phases me. Like, there's a human there, I'm going to talk to them. So yeah, a lot of my social interaction happens right there at the grocery checkout counter. Okay, so I'm still stuck on this one. Browser and folder, those are things you might see on your desktop. But the keyboard, see, that's the one I don't know. Because like a keyboard is a hardware peripheral. Like, what is a soda can? That's like so random. Soda can, it's litter on the ground, or it's made of aluminum, or golly, like Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, lazy Sunday, Sunday brunch, Sunday nap. Beach comber, beachfront property, beech tree. No, that's BEECH. Beach. Beach sand. Tree sand. Keyboard. Keys on a keyboard. Golly. Am I overthinking this? Is this like a fill in the blank? Web browser. Web folder. E-reader. E-keyboard. I don't know. Let me just test it. Let me see if these are connected to each other. No, but it's one away. Ugh. Golly. Reader. Yeah, do you know Ochazuke? Yeah, it's good stuff. It's actually really good. It's like a green tea base, like a stock. You'd think, oh, green tea doesn't belong in soup, but oh my gosh, try it. So good. It's plum. What did we get? Like a plum. It's like I forget what the flavor was. It was like fermented plum or something. It was really actually super good, like plum miso or something. Delicious. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Because this, and this were one away. Whatever it was one away. I'm gonna shuffle it. Let's kind of see it with new eyes. Sunday paper. Tree is made into paper. I don't know. I'm really grasping here. So reader's like a subscriber. Reading glasses are called readers. Man, oh man. Sunday. Sunday's on the weekend. You go to the beach on the weekend. Okay. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just throwing a guess away. Why would these go together? Folder on your desktop. Browser. All right, we're going to guess it. Okay, still one away. Oh, butts. Oh, my goodness, you guys, help me. Okay, so I said keyboard, browser, folder, reader, and that was one away. And then I took away reader and I said tree, and it was still one away, which makes me feel like if you're one away here, and then we took this one and we were one away. So one of these three is not correct, and tree needs to go in its place. I don't know. I just don't know. I already guessed this. Folder. Someone that folds clothes. If you're going to browse the internet. Read, fold, browse. You guys, I'm at a loss here. I am at a loss. We already guessed this? We did. Sunday paper. Browse the Sunday paper. Fold the Sunday paper. Read it. Read. I don't know. Okay, I hate to do this, but we're not going to do it today. This is a very tough puzzle today. I know you had all the faith in me, but I don't know if I'm correct. This is literally just throwing a guess out there. No, it's not right. Things with tabs. Oh boy. Oh boy. A browser has tabs, a folder has tabs, a keyboard has tabs, and a soda can. Palm Beach, Palm Reader, Palm Sunday, Palm Tree. Golly. You know, it's so obvious once you see it. Once it's revealed to you, you're like, oh, duh, of course. You know, did I think of that? No, of course not. Golly. Printed notification, an announcement, a bulletin, a notice, or a poster. Seen at a grocery store checkout counter. Conveyor belt, register, scale, and scanner. About to give me a hint. Oh, the live stream quit. Oh, dang. No computer category. That was the trap. Yeah, it was definitely a trap today, wasn't it? Seen at a grocery store, the conveyor belt, the register, the scale, and the scanner. Things with tabs. Tabs. I'm in a web browser tab right now. Web browser has tabs. Folders have tabs. Keyboards has like the tab key, right? Has a tab key. And then the soda can, that little lever that opens it, is called a tab. And then Palm Beach, Palm Reader, Palm Sunday, and Palm Tree. Man. Well, you can't get them all, can you? That was a very tricky puzzle. Very, very tricky. Hit the blank. Hit the hay. Hit the sack. Maybe it's sack. Hit the sack. Misleading name for a sub shish kebab restaurant. Something with subs and shish kebab, like something about being on a stick. Shish kebab is on a stick. I don't know. We'll come back. Misleading name for a taco and pasta restaurant. So like a joke about noodles or something. Oh boy. All right. Certain sports belts. Like a black belt. Or like the champion belt. Like a champ belt. I don't know. Cooped up. Stifled. Stuck. Oh my gosh. Almost too sophisticated and charming. Like suave. Is that too much? The restaurant clues. Yeah, well, we're going to find out. Upscale Colorado skiing destination. That is, why can't I think of the name? Like Boulder, Why is everything... I'm so stifled. I'm so messed because I missed the connections today. Word after bar or pie? Bar... Chart? Bar chart or pie chart. Yeah. Smooch. Kiss. Word on an 8-sided traffic sign. Well, of course, stop. Stop sign. Misleading name for a sub and shish kebab restaurant. Sushi? Why would you call it sushi? Misleading name for a taco / pasta restaurant. Whoops. Tapas? Pasta. Pasta is mixed around there. And then shish. Shish kebab sub. I don't really understand that too much. Misleading name for sub and shish kebab restaurant. Sushi. Yeah, that would be pretty mixed up. Certain sports bets. Overs. Cooped up. Pent up. There we go. I don't know. Those jokes went over my head. Let's see. Hit the sack to go to bed. I thought hit the hay, but that's only 3 letters. Misleading name for a sub and shish kebab restaurant. Sushi, sub, she. So it's like the first letters of each one. I get it. How about taco, pasta, tapas? I get it. Okay. Clever. It's clever. It's clever. It's clever. It didn't click immediately. Sub shish kebab. So sushi. And then misleading name for taco and pasta restaurant. Ta for taco and pas for pasta. That's funny. Tapas are great. Sushi's great. Certain sports bets. Overs. And then cooped up. Pent up. Almost too sophisticated and charming. Suave. Upscale Colorado destination. Aspen, of course. Of course. Aspen, Colorado. I'm literally so shaken up by not getting the connections puzzle that I'm like not thinking of easy things like where's Aspen, Colorado. Word after bar chart or pie chart. Hey, Frank, welcome back. Hope I didn't get you sick over the live stream. No, I'm just kidding. Luckily, I've not been super like overly sick. Like we had a sickness go through my family about 4 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, and I actually fared really well. Like I had a sniffle one day, and I was like, "Nah, I'm fine." I like beat it, and then a couple people in my family were just wiped. Right, totally wiped out. Word after bar or pie chart. Now, I'm not a medical person, right? I can't give you medical advice or anything. And I'll, move it around, and it'll bubble. It'll maybe hurt if you have open wounds or something. It's actually a debriding agent. It's meant for that kind of thing, orally. But I'll rinse out my mouth, and then I have like a xylitol Listerine kind of thing, and then swish that around, and usually that kind of kicks it. So call me lucky, I don't know, but I haven't gotten like super sick in a long time, which is really good. Other people in my family sadly have, but yeah, it's just not fun when people get sick, especially when it gets passed around a family. All right, to smooch, to kiss, and then word on an 8-sided traffic sign. Of course, that is the stop sign. "51-day streak." Isn't that cool? Okay, let's do it. Let's press on. What should we do? How about, I said the word streak, which is a 6-letter word, but what if it was like steak? Oh, you're kidding me. You are kidding me. Wow. Have I ever gotten 3 on the first guess? I think this is a first for me. Getting 3 on the first guess. Oh my gosh. Okay, another non-intersecting word. What about, like, chump? That's a not... You're kidding me. Oh my gosh. So you're telling me that it's S-H-E-A... shoe? No. Oh, it could be sheer. Could be sheer. Sheed. Sheaf. Is that how you spell sheaf? I don't think it is. Sheel. Sheeb. I bet you it's sheer. I bet you it is. Nice. Got on the third today. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Wait, why didn't it light up? Look at that. We couldn't sync your stats. Well, sync my stats. Darn it. It didn't light up green. Did you see that? That was so strange. See stats. Ta-da, there it is. Okay, it didn't sync my stats to my login. That was so weird, my account. I've played 97 times. I have a 100% win ratio. And so far, 52. That's cool. That's cool. I usually get it on the fourth, but here we are. We got it on the third. Because look at this guess. My goodness. I promise you, I don't watch people do the puzzle before I do this. I just came up with a word. Hey, what's the word? I said the word streak right before this. And then I was like, no, that's a 6-letter word. I could say, I like just thinking of words, you know. And this time I shortened it. Instead of streak, I said steak without the R. Wow. 3 letters. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. That's so cool. I don't think I've ever gotten it just green, and especially not 3 greens in the first guess. Holy smokes. Didn't do the Wordle today? Well, we just did. Look at that. How lucky are we that we did the Wordle today, and we got it in 3. And we got 3 guesses, all green in the first guess. That's incredible. And then a non-intersecting word gave me the H there, chump. And then, I mean, there's only a couple words that it could be, right? Sheen. Was that how you spell sheen? I think it's H-E-E-N. Wow. Cool. That's to make up for a lost moment in my connections puzzle. How sad that we didn't get the connections today. I'm still miffed about that. All right, let's play our strands. Get the bug. Oh no, is this about being sick? Get the bug. Sick. Do I see the word sick in here as like a spangram? Or like diagnosis or something. I see ing. There's an ing. So if you've never played spangram before, excuse me, not spangram. It's called Strands. There is a spangram in the Strands. If you've never played Strands before, think of it like a word search, right? We're combining letters instead of going straight and up and down, left and right. It snakes around, right? It goes in a snake pattern. It's not just straight lines. In fact, very rarely is it a straight line. I like starting in corners. See if there are words in a corner. I see another ing. No, it's not ing. It's N-I-G. Doodle. Doodle. Like draw a picture? What do you mean get the bug? I thought get the bug was like being sick. Callie's telling me, nope, nothing about being sick. I know, I love how you just sort of chuckle at me, like, haha, I already did the puzzle, and you are so wrong. Get the bug. Okay, we saw lady. Doodle bug, ladybug. Oh boy. How about lightning? G-H-T-I-N-I-N-G. Lightning bug. What else? Entomology? No. Entomology. Study of bugs. Different types of bugs. Knit bug? Oh, stink bug. Yeah, stink bug. I was like, knit? What do you mean? Stinky bug? How about potato bug? Assassin? What do you mean, assassin? Assassin bug? Is that a thing? No way. No way. You're telling me that that thing right there is called an assassin bug. Okay, largest cosmopolitan family of the Hemiptera. Look at this nasty dude. Ugh. Would not want to meet that in a dark alley. That seems horrifying. Look at this thing. That's unreal. Unreal. Assassin bug. I've never heard of that. Are they harmful to humans? While generally not aggressive toward humans, assassin bugs can inflict painful bites if provoked, and some species, like kissing bugs, can transmit Chagas disease. Grody. Don't target humans. Assassin bug. That's a new one for me. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Okay, well, we learned something new today, didn't we? Get the bug. There's a lightning bug, a ladybug, a stink bug, the potato bug, the doodle bug, and an assassin bug. Assassin bug. And these are entomology. Entomology is the study of bugs. Etymology is the study of words, but entomology is the study of grubby little critters. Wow. Okay, well, we learned something new today. Okay, let's play. Why does that look funny today? Doesn't that look like it doesn't line up correctly? Are we zoomed in? Hold on. Hang on, I'm confuzzled. Why doesn't it line up today? It doesn't line up at all today. Come out of this, come back to this. Yeah, it doesn't line up. Are you telling me that on a live stream I have to fix my layout? Oh man. I'm sorry. Solve in 4 words. Well, let's put it lower too so you guys can actually see it in the live stream. If I put it too high, then you can't see it. Solve in 4 words. Yeah, well, this is not a problem with my internet. I know that I have a problem with my internet. I have no doubt in my mind about that. But this weird kind of bug, speaking of bugs, something weird going on with my layout. Like all the other ones lined up just fine, but this one is like lining up all weirdy-beardy. Huh. Well, and then I have to type words too, though. So like if I put like a letter in there, you need to be able to see. So what happened there? No, don't move me. Don't move me. Trying to move. Man, this got all goofed up. Try refreshing. No, if I refresh, if I close OBS Studio, it's just going to throw the whole thing away. There's my camera. I don't know. I have no words. Okay, good enough. Yep, Callie says good enough. There's no I. Slope. But now you can't see the words that I'm guessing. Could you see the words that I'm guessing before, or am I just making that up? Well, okay, but wait, what happened to my... All right, something goofy happened. Something really, really goofy happened. Hold on, because my word should be right there, not the restart button. Cropping. Yeah, something really goofy messed this up. I don't know what. But there's my... I want you to be able to see the puzzle too, because I know you're like the top gets cut off by like a subscribe button or something. There we go. Okay. And in the meantime, hopefully we still have a good internet connection. All right, you know what we did? We didn't even like orient ourselves to the puzzle. Shame on us for that. Let's write down this word in case we use it, and then I'm going to restart. Just restart. Just drain the swamp. Here we go. Start over. Okay, so we're going to solve in 4 words. So these are probably easier letters, except for maybe the K, the Y. P's all right. All right, so we got an I, an A, and an O. We got a D, an E, and a C. L, Y, and K. And then U and P and S. Okay. So we could do a word like... Oh, we can't do lucky. Oh, we also can't do luckily because of the LY. Oh, man. This KY doesn't work, and LY also doesn't work. There's no T, or I could say luckiest. Oh, I can't do ED words either. Look at that. Okay. There's no G and no N for like ING words. There's no R. So just kind of the classic restrictions, right? Huh. Okay, PS I can't do. Okay, PU I can't do, like pulse. There's no M. I was going to say podium. Can't do IA. Implode. Did it do okay? No, it imploded. That's okay if you can't retrace your steps on your puzzle. No, there's no T. Come on. Yes, skies. That's a good one. Is sculpt? Wait, what? Sculpt is a word? How is sculpt a word? Okay. It's funny. You hit enter just to kind of see if it's a word or not, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is. Pick. I was gonna say pickle, but K and L are on the same side, so that doesn't work. I mean, pick works. It's tough ending a word on a K because then the next word has to start on a K, which is not stellar. You guys that are just barely joining on, I would love your help. We're playing Letterbox. We're trying to make words that use up all of these 12 letters. And the first letter of the second word becomes, it has to be the last letter of the first word. Boy, dyslexia kicked in real hard. I'm trying to explain that. I'm going to write this one down because apparently sculpt is a word. Who knew that was a thing? Sculpt. And then pick. I don't know if we'll use pick because that's kind of a simple word. I mean, these are all fairly easy letters. We're just trying to make words with them. Ladles. Skies. Yeah. Yeah, picks. You could add an S on the end. I can't do ED words because E and D are on the same side. That's tricky. That's really tricky. Is that how you spell scowl? Oh, that's with the W, huh? Yeah, spy. No, we can't do spy because S and P are on the same side. Sock. And then we end on a K. K is just a hard one to end on. Off the top of my head, I cannot think of even a single word that starts with the letter K. Kite. I don't know, but it doesn't work here. All right, I am going to ladles and skies. All right, we're having a hard time with the Y, the U, and the P. So let's drain the swamp and we'll try again using the K. Let me write these down because I already forgot. The K. What were the harder letters? The P, U, and Y. Pookie. I wish I could do L-E right there. Pickles. That's not how you spell pickles, though. What's something with a K in it? Just likes. Likes. I wish I could do ED words. Or ER words. There's not even an R in the puzzle. That's tricky when there's not even an R in the puzzle. Likes. Okay, back it up. Back it up, Terry. What if we did... Luckies? No, that's not a word. I can't do KY. How cool would that be if I could do KY? Lux? Oh, killer word. Tony, are you kidding me? Escape? Is escape in there? E-S-C-A-P-E. Oh my gosh, what a word. Escape. Let's put the S on the end too. Escapes. Oh my gosh, Tony, I think you won the award for like longest word so far. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay, that puts us on the S. Do we have some S words that I need to do? How about sky? And we bounce back over to the S again. How about solid? Okay. We have to write that word down. Escapes. And then skies, we already said. Solid is a solid word. And we just have that U. Got to get rid of that U. So what if we did... I mean, die could get rid of the Y. We keep going back to the S, right? Skies, solids, right? With an S on the end. I wonder if we can do it right here, right now. Like... Scuddy. What if that was a word? Oh, I can't do scapula. I could if the P and the U weren't on the same side. Yeah, sky doesn't work because of KY. I know. All of our answers would be, you know, I could say lucky or, you know, KY is right there. Am I spelling it wrong? Scalpel? Is that how you spell it? It's P-E-L? E-L. Interesting. Okay, but that still doesn't solve our problem using the U. Okay, let's start off with kind of these big boy words first. Escapes. Let's start there. Escapes. E-S-C-A-P-E-S. Okay, and then scalpel. C-A-L-P-E-L. We sure are doubling a lot of letters, though. Oh, here, let's add the S to it. Why does PowerPoint keep trying to open? Go away, PowerPoint. In fact, forever. Scalpels. What if we just started with scalpel? SCALPEL. Luckies. Oh, but then we end on the Lux. Whatever. Lux. And then solid. And then die. Yep. Just like you're saying. DYE, die. There we go. My goodness, you guys. What a puzzle. What an absolute brain tickler today. That was tough. That was seriously actually very challenging. Okay, we got scalpel. Sorry we didn't use, what was the other one? Escapes. Escapes and scalpel just use so many of the same letters that I felt like, maybe we could use it somewhere else. So scalpel led us to lux. I'm kind of surprised it let us put an S on the end of the word luck. Many lucks. Usually you don't think of luck as like anything that can be pluralized, right? Like water. Water is like one of those collective plurals, right? Single water, many waters. I guess you could put a S on the end, the many waters. Sounds biblical. And then, that's so funny. Collectively lux, like multiple lux. I don't know. That seems funny to pluralize that. And then, let's see. The S led us to solid, right? And then the D, we just needed the Y. Oh, that Y, giving us such a hard time. Yeah. Luck could be a verb? Wait a minute. Luck? Oh, like he lucks out. Oh, yeah. Okay, I've used that before. Man, he lucks out. Yeah, that's one. Okay. Well, let's recap. We did pretty okay today, didn't we? Printed notifications, except for the connections. Sadly, we did not get the connections. Printed notification, an announcement, a bulletin, a notice, and a poster. We got that one. Seen at a grocery checkout counter. Site for many a good conversation I've had with just people at the grocery store, right? I chime in conversations all the time, it's just, call me crazy. I don't know. I just like humans. I like conversating with people. If anything, social isolation and stuff over the last couple of years has caused me to want to branch out rather than find, seclusion. It's done the opposite than a lot of people. And then sadly, the blue and the purple we didn't get today. And Callie sat there and laughed and laughed and laughed because I didn't get the blue. Things with tabs. Right? A browser has tabs. A folder can have a tab. Your keyboard has a tab key. And a soda can. I think that's the stretch, right? Even if you're staring at your keyboard thinking of what the answer might be, you still won't think of the words for keyboard has a tab on it. And then a fill in the blank for the purple. Palm blank. Palm beach. Palm reader. Palm Sunday. And palm tree. I suppose I could have gotten that. I almost feel like I would have gotten the purple one before I got the blue if I gave myself, 3 days to stare at this puzzle. Okay. There's a couple of funny jokes in the mini crossword. It took me a sec. Maybe I'm just slow in the head. No, you're not mean. I know. You were thinking about giving a hint. My connection just stinks. So you weren't able to write back in because my connection is just questionable at best. I'm trying to convince my wife that the best move is to get a better internet connection. It's an ongoing, not battle. We're not arguing about it or anything. It's just like, see the benefits. There's lots of good benefits about it. Having better internet. She can stream shows better. I can do my crossword puzzles better. Hit the blank. Go to bed. Hit the sack. Misleading name for a sub and shish kebab restaurant. I would actually love to see a sub and shish kebab restaurant. That sounds delicious, right? They probably serve gyros and falafel or something, but also Italian subs and hoagies and things. Sushi for sub and shish kebab. Sushi. A misleading name for a taco and pasta restaurant. Tapas. Tapas. I love, and I read, I think it was on Instagram or something, Pubity or something, Pubity, how do you pronounce that? Said that a study found that Mexican food is the most serotonin-inducing food. So if I had a taco and pasta restaurant, yes, I would also want to have tapas there. Certain sports bets. And of course, birria. I see there it goes again. I cannot roll my R's. You know that. I went to a country that I don't need to roll my R's, and it's made me lazy, I guess. Birria tacos. So good. Certain sports bets. Overs. You bet over, might bet under. Cooped up, pent up. Almost too sophisticated and charming. Suave. Upscale Colorado skiing destination. Aspen. Yeah, I'd take a siesta too. I might take a siesta after this even. Word after bar or pie. Pie chart, bar chart. Smooch is a kiss. And a word on an 8-sided traffic sign. Better say stop. There you go. Fun fact, in other countries, it is still an 8-sided sign, usually red. Sometimes not red, but most of the time red. An 8-sided. And it will have, whatever in the native language, right? In Brazil, it says pare, meaning, in the command term to stop, right? Cool. All right, the Wordle. We got so lucky on the Wordle today. Holy smokes. The Wordle today, I guessed steak. And it gave me the S, the E, and the A all in the correct place. How lucky can you get? And then I tried a non-intersecting word, which was chump. And it gave me the H. Holy cow, we got 4 letters, one after the other. And they're all in the right place, too. So then my third guess, I had to guess, right? The only thing that didn't make sense there was that last letter. So shield, sheen, all of those are different spellings. But the one that made sense in that spelling, E-A, like that, S-H-E-A, was shear. Shear, like to shear a sheep. All right, and then get the bug. I thought this was about being sick. No, nothing about being sick. These are different types of bugs. Lightning bug, ladybug, stink bug, assassin bug. I had to look that one up. Man, oh man, assassin bug. Sounds kind of horrible. Luckily, they don't target humans, though, it sounds like. A potato bug and a doodle bug. All these are entomology. Entomology, not etymology. Etymology is the study of words, but entomology is the study of bugs. All right. And then we left off right here on the letterboxd. And lots of good answers, lots of good ideas floating around. Tony, Callie, lots of people giving really good ideas. But we ended up on scalpel instead of, what was the first one? Escapes. That could have been a good one. But a lot of similar letters there. So we ended up on the L there, scalpel. And then Lux, like, man, he lucks out. And then S for solid. Do me a solid. And then the D, I'm just trying to get rid of the E, or the Y, right? I have everything else. I just need the Y gone. So we tried die right there. I would have been able to do like LY, but LY are on the same side, so that doesn't work. That's no good. All right. Well, cool. Yeah, good puzzles. Thanks for your help today. Today, after we're done with the live stream, I am probably going to like Home Depot and maybe the auto parts store, and maybe I don't know. We'll have to see where I can get all these different parts. I will be draining my brake fluid, replacing my brake fluid. I watched a couple of videos on how to do it. Do I feel like a pro? Pro, I think, is the wrong word. Do I feel confident in my ability to do it? Absolutely. I will be able to do it, no doubt. I'll grab the right wrench, the right spanner. Some people say spanner. I will be able to drain the old brake fluid, put the new brake fluid in. I might need my kids' help. Maybe somebody standing there, pumping the brakes when I need it or something. But we'll pump the brakes. We'll get new brake fluid in there. The brakes feel very soft. You have to push pretty hard to get the brakes to respond. So new brake fluid would go a long way. Would definitely help me out. So All right. You guys are awesome. Thanks for a great stream. Thanks for all your help with the puzzles, trying to figure this out. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.